Hey,
there he is.
There he is.
There he
check,
is.
check. 1, 2, 3.
I walked past your studio and it was just a sandwich in front of the monitor.
I know. I'm not going to finish that one, though, I don't think.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
I'm actually not going to.
I think I was telling these guys, I think a sandwich is essential for a computer for you as a keyboard or a mouse.
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich?
Big, giant, enormous, bready.
I'm a man. You're not.
Yeah. Mince weighs less than you.
No, he doesn't. He weighs
218. Trust me.
218.
Trust me.
We got a couple pounds.
Go, hurry up and go shit.
I told TJ that if he weighed less than me, like when he was losing his weight, I'll kill myself.
Oh no!
And
you're on suicide watch.
And that joke didn't really land with him.
Oh, because TJ lost that weight.
Yeah. Well, he was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
he was like, it's kind of messed up, and I was like, I was kidding, but seriously. But then he did. It's all right, dude. Getting big, getting fat is.
You're not getting big and getting fat. You're carrying it well. You're not a fat man. You're not even a chubby man.
Just the frame can sustain it, but we gotta lose a little weight. Oh, sorry. I was talking video games with Sass downstairs.
Oh, Sass got a PC.
No way.
Yes.
No, it's over.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Well, it was
I
funny.
got him.
I went downstairs to talk to him, and then he was stuffing his PlayStation into his backpack.
Yeah,
and
because he refuses to check his PlayStation in his luggage because he doesn't want to get hurt. So he slides it through the fucking TSA thing.
You gotta wrap it up.
I don't know. They probably unwrap it.
And stuff.
I used to do it all the time on hockey trips.
You would bring the PlayStation.
Yeah, and you put it in a sweater. But yeah, he just needs. I told him he's got to get one of those. They have those gaming laptops that a bunch of pro athletes use. Like my NHL friends all use it. It's like a briefcase. It just opens up and you plug a controller.
It's pretty fucking cool.
So sick.
Yeah.
But
I used to play.
North Face was about to burst.
I used to play my PlayStation 2 in the back of my parents' GMC Envoy.
Hell yeah.
And I would get sick playing like Spider-Man 2. And it was on like the worst fucking screen.
Incredible.
Yeah, what a game that was.
That's a luxury car sick.
The first thing I did as a superhero was to climb up to the top of the Empire State Building and kill myself.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
Well, I mean, that was like all the Spider-Man before that. The webs weren't actually attaching to anything.
No,
so that was the
going
first
up into
one.
the sky.
Yeah, that was the first one where you could see what you were doing.
It was so sick. One of the best games.
They nailed it with the new ones.
I haven't done it. I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh, I haven't played the Miles Morales one, but they finally created the true.
Why haven't you played the Miles
2.
Morales one?
I ended up having too many kids, and that was the last time. Yeah.
How many kids do you have? Oh, New Untold Story episode.
That's your reply to what I'm going to say. No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new Untold Story. Yeah. Okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new Untold Story. A new Untold Story. It's a fresh baked Untold Story. A new Untold Story.
Episode 452, not an area code, but we're here with T-Bob Hebert.
Hebert.
The H and T are both silent, correct?
I know. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Two silence.
And the
Beginning
T
and end.
stands for petit Bobby Hebert, little Bobby.
Little Bobby.
How does
He's a
that
little
work?
Bobby.
How does the T stand for
French do something straight challenge impossible.
Dude, yeah.
Everything about the French is so sexualized.
Yeah.
I was watching Pokemon in French, some clips of Pokemon in France.
Well, that's...
I wanted. So
How horny is Brock?
no, it's Mook. If you could get ready for this, I was wondering, like, the Pokemon cries, right? Like Charmander says what?
Are you quizzing
That's
us?
perfect.
Okay.
Charmander. Pikachu says what?
Pika.
And I wanted to know what they would be in like different languages, see if they're funny. Mook, can you go to YouTube and play the French Starmie? It's one of the sexiest sounds I've ever heard. When Misty sends out her Starmie.
Little Misty.
Yeah. Go to that one.
I mean, who didn't have a
One of
Don't
the
like sharing your
sexiest sounds.
daughter
fuck
too?
it.
No
Ben and
YouTube
Jerry ad.
Premium? No YouTube Premium.
Times are
in the
tough here at
studio?
the A New Untold Story. We got to it was either where the show gets canceled or we cancel YouTube Premium. Our budget.
Je veux gagner ce combat, alors je vais commencer avec un Pokémon fiable.
No, not that one. That's Star Me.
Come on.
No, that's Star You.
What is
Mook, I need you to go to
this is
Star
something.
Me. That's a
That was something to talk about.
I like how.
No, that one's
That's what you thought was sexy as hell?
No. Get out of my ass. Star Me, Mook played Star You. that?
What?
That's its cry.
What?
That is the Starmie.
I was prepared to clown you.
Hot
That was hot.
as fuck.
What? Wait,
You
what
don't
are-
agree?
So this is Star Me.
It's Star You evolves.
What are
into
the
Star-
chances that Star You was going to be this like grunting male? And then
Pretty
Star You
high
was
because
beautiful?
the English Star You cry is.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but Star Me would just
Did you
go back to some other ones. They have some different moans for her too.
did you cry during the Butterfree episode?
Yeah, where I cried during that, and I cried during my first time ever experiencing goosebumps was at the Pokemon movie when he came out.
God.
No Mewtwo, I won't let you. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. When Pikachu's crying over Ash's dead body, that
Ash's
got
like
me.
concrete body.
That got me.
Well, that's Goldeen.
Voici reine.
Wait, that one just says pussy.
No.
The French are insane.
Yeah.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
reine. Voici.
Is that just fish?
That's the only thought Mook has. That's Mook's. That's the inside of Mook's skull. If you could read
Kinda
his
looks
mind.
like Mook a
Yeah,
little bit,
dude. Pussy, 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 pussy. Oh man, yeah. But we're here with T-Bob. What's the episode number?
452.
Wow, we've been burning.
So
through
y'all
it.
got to 452 despite doing one show a week. It's unbelievable. How long has this show been going on? 10 years?
Yeah. Well, we started at 210, which changes
It changes the perspective
the
a bit.
significance of that.
Yeah. Once a week. We've done some bonuses, but I don't think we number those. We're gonna rebrand actually.
We are. Yeah.
You know
Well,
what?
you got to just push through to 666, and then
that's-
once you do your devil show,
That's a whole nother 4 years.
Oh, yeah, that's not happening.
Listen,
Yeah.
man. Listen. I'm thankful for our sponsors, but they're not exactly putting bread on in any tables.
Look, I as a longtime local radio man, who when the advertisers say jump, you say how high. I know
We don't
all
typically
about
do that.
dude. I know. I mean, I used to have to go to like fucking lunches all the time, events, judge the beard competition for a guy that wasn't even the business. I don't know.
We don't get any of that. We don't take meetings.
No, we don't take meetings. We don't really get sales. The thing is, we have anus written on the wall, and so we have sales events here. They just like tuck us away, and so we're
In their anus.
Listen, 4 years is long enough for a butt joke, I think.
I
Oh,
think
have
I
y'all
think it's-
specifically avoided and just let it live on its own?
What are you saying? We kind of don't mention it, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's ran its course. Like you there's only so much fun you can have with anus as the podcast acronym.
The fun ran out. How long did the fun last?
It was quick, yeah. So I think it
Outside
was
perspective,
fleeting, yeah.
I always thought I think the name is an incredible hook. I thought it was very funny the first time I saw it.
So imagine you're trying to sell something though, and you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out.
It's Barstool though, dude.
It is Barstool, yeah, but
Barstool though, dude. Tits.
right. That's it.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
Yeah, Barstool is essentially a French Pokemon cry. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Play that again, actually.
Wait, so since we're here, I do have a question for the room, if I may. Unless we
That's
got
what we
somewhere
want
else that
from
we
you.
wanna go.
No,
Yeah.
please take the lead.
Okay. When it comes to lubricants
Uh-huh.
in the bedroom,
Sure.
either for masturbation or for coitus, what is y'all?
Let me pause. You're talking to the right guys. Go on.
What are y'all's favorites? Because I think I may have a lead here that could benefit everybody.
I've never used lube.
Interesting.
No, the way I will moisten up a partner is really with a pretty good joke.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look, that's complete respect.
I can.
What about if
I
you're
can have
jerking
women.
off, though?
I can have women convulsing with just a quick with the pen.
What if you're jerking off though?
If I'm jerking off,
Yeah.
I'm a shower jerk guy.
So what is that, conditioner then?
I just kind of the water.
That's
I
the
have
second time
What?
you've threatened pen today.
I've been. I think it's funny to think like I don't know, just like threatening people with the pen. I would never do anything, and also I wouldn't be able to write anything.
Yeah.
Don't make me bust out the
Wait,
pen.
is it, nobody else thinks that's
I'm not-
crazy?
No,
Just
I'm
dry in the
I'm
shower?
I'm brand loyal to lube.
Are
you?
I'm
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of off masturbating.
Yeah.
But it was a Patagonia for me. And that last, I'm like a garment guy.
Oh, you finish in a
Oh.
garment?
treat the
see.
garment like a pussy.
Yeah. Oh, you would fuck the
So
Patagonia.
yeah, so socks, that's a dirty game.
But Patagonia, that's
Patagonia that's out of style will last you a couple years.
Again, so
Really?
not a lot of moisture anywhere to be found this fall.
Not a-
Kyle
no
and I
lubricant.
are on our
Couple of dry guys.
libido wise on the flip side of you and Rudy, I'd imagine.
Again, the Kegels help with that, but I don't need to bring that up again. Rudy, what about you?
Yeah, I have a brand I'm messing with. I actually do both. I have a garment.
Jimmy John's.
I have a garment.
Jimmy John's, right?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
No, different. No,
Jimmy
it's,
John's mayo.
no, it's actually a very
Drip
different.
from your
it's
chin
actually a,
conveniently to your cock.
When Rudy-
Everyone's talking about
When
your
Rudy has
sandwiches,
something
yeah.
on his face and he's like, I'm saving that for later, he means as lubricant.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for this to
Yeah.
roll off
Jimmy
my
John's,
chin onto
yeah.
the.
super fast cum. Yeah.
I've seen Rudy fuck a big Italian before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
Mike's
I
way.
use.
Fucking her Mike's way. Oil her up.
So that is the perfect segue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, what did you
Because the lubricant that I believe to be the premier lubricant in life in many ways is an oil and a food one as well.
Ex-Verge?
Coconut oil.
No.
Mhm. I used to
Coconut
eat that by the
oil.
spoon. Yeah.
You would
It's
eat it.
Very,
Me too.
very
Yeah.
vaginally friendly.
It's good for your mouth biome.
Oh, you're talking about vaginally friendly.
It feels great if we're just talking about masturbation.
But like, why don't you just tell your girl to say wet now?
And you can
You wet
coat,
now.
you can coat
Yeah.
your cast irons with it.
Oh, no kidding.
I
That's
mean, it
good.
it is the an
Versatile.
oil of many, and like you said, a huge health benefits to doing a spoon a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's
that's not bad
who's
tasting.
the like travel vlogger that made the coconut oil famous? From
Oh, I
Sunset?
remember
Jay
that. It was like a
Alvarez?
thing. It was coconut oil, right?
Yeah,
Wait, it was some oil.
it was definitely coconut.
But
oil.
like, does it give your piece a sheen?
No, it kind of rubs in. Actually.
Wow,
It rubs in like
okay.
a lotion almost, I would say. It is interesting though, because there apparently is a new challenger on the market. One of my friends has been exploring beef tallow.
So all your friends are
Lately.
fuckers.
This guy, I mean, this is my old podcast host, Aaron Murray, former Georgia
And
quarterback.
he's
Shout out, Aaron,
using
love you.
He's using Aaron Murray's using
Aaron Murray.
Nick got
Yeah,
me
the
on
order
Nick
snap.
got
I
me
use
on
beef
That's
tallow on
that's
the
old
face.
podcast.
Me and Nick use it on our faces.
Aaron Murray told you about beef tallow.
Yes, yeah. Oh, so y'all do use it on your face. That's where he started as well.
Oh, but then he uses his lube?
I think so.
And then
This
went
guy
south.
doesn't need.
Wait, so y'all are just lathering yourself up in cow?
Well, so
Yeah.
I was. But then I think this is a direct cause to my new dog destroying my body.
Oh yeah, you're covered in beef.
I'm a
course your-
treat.
Of course your
Yeah.
pooch likes you.
Yeah, he thinks you're bone marrow.
We went to the vet and I got some pointers. And the vet was like, you just need to leave the room when he's biting you.
You kind of look like a femur.
That's convenient.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
What?
He looks like a femur.
Got two.
No,
It's just a big femur.
The big femur would be the sickest nickname. With anus with Dean and the big femur.
Yeah.
Rudy, I'm taking. First of all,
Big
thank you.
femur goes hard.
The femur.
Yeah.
Not even the big femur.
The femur, the towel, the undercover cop.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you do look undercover.
I do look. I like the. I like just googling big femur
Yeah.
just to see what pops.
But it's like it's not
Just
next
kick
to
the
it's not
tires a little
next to
bit.
anything. So that could be any size.
looks like
There's
you.
nothing to put that in a scale. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I cook back here, T.
That was
Yeah, he's-
incredible.
But the vet was just like, you need to, when the dog's biting you, you need to get out of the room and go somewhere where he can't get. He's constantly biting me. So I've just been living in the basement the past few days.
I mean, this is kind of fucking crazy. I don't think I've ever heard of a dog just constantly. It doesn't seem.
He
I
will
mean, what are you gonna
beeline
do?
towards me. But the thing is, he treats my girlfriend like he treats her just so gently, like a gentle flower, as he should. But it's like she doesn't believe that I'm getting attacked. And so it's my house is turning into the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, where I'm in the basement over my keyboard, and I'm going to kill them both.
Does he like coconut oil?
The dog?
Yeah.
Does it calm dogs down?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
You could do like a peanut butter experiment.
Oh no,
Lather your dick
not
up
my
in it and
not
see
my
if he wants
sweet
a little
not my
piece.
sweet Ernesto. He's only 10 months.
Well, at least
In
he's
dog
like
years.
silent and he's not.
He's not barking.
Okay, and he's not like coughing or anything.
He is coughing.
He's coughing.
That's why, yes. So that was another. So he couldn't go to his training.
God,
I didn't know.
sucks.
I didn't know a dog could cough.
I don't.
My
think I
dog
knew
is
that
coming off a
either.
cold, and so he had a training. couldn't go to the training. This thing owns me.
I didn't know dogs.
And the
could
thing is,
cough.
I'll yell at him.
A coughing dog. That has to sound very close to a bark.
Oh my God, maybe he's just barking, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's. But I'm starting to lose my fucking mind.
You said it's kind of ruining your life.
He bit me on the back of my knee, dude, and it drew blood.
You got to get through that phase.
The one time my dog bit me, I think I just put like the fear of God in.
Well, you boys down
He
south
was a
treat
little-
dogs like you used to treat people.
No. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. but- he's a big.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. You throw your dog in the tightest spiral. Just get out.
He's a big motherfucker. He's like 100 pounds.
Yeah. The boys
I
down
just
south
remember-
will
Oh
straight up
my God.
square up with their.
No, I
pooches.
had to. I had to straight up just punch him.
Yeah.
I had to punch him, and then he never he never did it again. But wait, so I think I have a new untold story for y'all.
By all means.
When I got a vasectomy recently,
Okay.
Oh shit.
and which is a deeply
Were you afraid?
funny experience.
Oh, funny.
Were you?
Yes.
Where did
No,
they?
was I afraid? No.
Where do they go in through?
So this is where the humor starts. So you get in there and you lie down, and then a nurse comes in, and y'all are making small talk, and she'll move your penis to the side, and then she'll get her towels out, and she kind of preps your balls like they're on center stage.
Kudos to you for having a penis that you can move
Moves
to
them
the
around.
side. Mine could.
Ours are unaffected by gravity.
No, mine. I rent it out to stop the fucking Wheel of Fortune wheel.
But yeah, so they like prep it, they get it ready, and then so that was very awkward to begin with. And then my doctor's name, can't make this up, was Dr. Cockrell.
No way.
Cockrell?
Yes, Dr. Cockrell, a man he was
Cockrell, yeah.
he was obviously destined for this job, and you're awake the whole time,
I'm looking him up.
and they numb up your nuts, and then you're just talking, and they're working.
Put me down.
And then there he is right there, Ross Cockrell. Shut up. Used to play football at LSU.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so we're just sitting there as he's working my nuts. That's him top left. We were sitting there, he's working my nuts. We're talking, he's like talking about football, talking about the locker room, and then you just get like a little smell, and it is your own nutsack burning.
Oh, it smells like burnt nuts.
burning.
Yeah,
nuts,
because
yeah.
I don't know if the burn is to cauterize the wound or whatnot.
They weld it shut.
Yeah, but I think they weld something shut because you smell
How fast was the procedure?
it. About 30 minutes, not long, 15, 20, something like that.
And so we were on the bracket, which comes out the same day. Everything we do comes out the same day. We just compete against ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Counterproductive.
Yeah, right. You were saying that you're a firm believer, quite literally, of coming every day.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Which is why I think the doctor told me, as I said, that I have one of the biggest vas deferens he's ever seen, which I think is your ejaculate pipe, but I'm not sure.
I used to think that was a tumor.
Yeah, no, I know.
Spooked me plenty.
But then the funniest part is you're still numbed up when you get done,
Where's the vas deferens?
but your nuts are they're bandaged up like
Like a mummy.
if somebody like were to squeeze the top of your sack and just the two little nuts are hanging right here.
That's what my
It's
sack
like
looks.
that.
Dude, we are working with different tools.
Yeah, just give your nuts just a good hard squeeze at the base, basically, and that's
Okay.
the bandaging. But you're hurting, so you don't want to walk normal, right? So what it creates is you have parade of men who are walking completely normally going in, and then when you exit, you're like a fixed dog,
Yeah.
very ginger,
Like how you walk into a
very
saloon.
cowboy.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Like kick
And
through the double doors. I'll never come again.
It reminded me when I was a kid. I was 10 years old, and all my family's from Cutoff, Louisiana. It's like deep Cajun
It's a
country.
town called Cutoff?
Yeah. LaRose Cutoff.
Is it just spelled cut off?
Cut off from civilization. Yeah. that's
Oh,
what they
really?
say. Yeah. No, but yeah. So it's deep in Cajun country, and my uncle was like a real hard man, an outdoorsman, and I was always a city kid, but I always wanted to desperately prove myself to him. So one day he's like, T-Bob, come on, let's go. You got to help me with something. I'm like, okay. And apparently he had some goats that he needed to castrate that day. And my job was to sit on them and hold their horns while they're looking me in the eye. And he took a straight razor with his hands, cut the sac open, cut the testicles out, and then just sprayed disinfectant on the open sac wound and let them walk off. And they too hit a very ginger.
But they recovered
Look.
pretty quickly.
I mean, yeah, they lived.
yeah, okay.
It seemed very painful.
Yeah.
But they, I'll never
What did
forget.
he do with the nuts?
I just threw him to the side.
Yeah.
Just threw him to the side.
You got it. There's no receptacle or anything.
I don't believe
that's
so. Not in my memory.
general
There was no
side.
sign that said, please pick up.
I would have thought you guys would use them for like witchcraft.
I would have done like the dog
tripped on
poop
that.
bag.
I'm sure there would be some sort of voodoo uses, but that's kind of, that's a little more. These are deeply Catholic people.
Mhm.
No hoodoo there.
It is weird that like the South and like Louisiana is like, yeah, we got witches and then we got priests.
Louisiana's a different country.
It's very
By
very
far.
European.
It's-
It's a
It's the most culturally unique place in America by far.
If you want to, if you don't have a passport and you want to feel like you're not even near the United States, you go to New Orleans, Louisiana.
It's because it's a town that at times was ruled by the Spanish, at times by the English.
Yeah,
times
because
by
the French
Americans.
Quarter is very Spanish looking.
Yeah, but have you ever heard a goat yell?
They sound like human.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wide-eyed
that
as their
seemed
nuts are being cut open,
Have you ever heard a French goat
just
yell?
staring me in the eye.
A French goat yells, yeah.
But yeah, that I'm like Clarice. I'll never forget the yelling of those
sounds
goats. But I feel like
the thing
it's-
is that like the last thing they saw while they had nuts was your face.
and we were like
How old were
fucking
you?
10 years old, and we are locked in eye contact.
Are
Were you
saying, like,
always-
And
Is
I had to
it
stay strong because I couldn't I was trying to prove that I wasn't a city boy.
Were you always a big boy?
I was not. I don't know. I didn't get like exceptionally big until like high school.
The pressures of being a big son have to be immense. People don't talk
like a
about
quickly big son.
Yeah, like if you're a big son, that dad is so proud of you
Yeah.
more than he is of an average sized son. I would never wish big son upon anybody.
Yeah, there we go, dude.
Oh yeah.
That man used to bench 435
You were
right there.
robust.
Thick.
That
Why
is
53?
Oh my god.
Bill Romanowski. And I thought that 60s made you look fat, so I wanted to have a
It's
number in
slimming.
the 50s.
That's very funny.
Yeah, it's
It's-
50,
yeah.
the 5 is slim.
The five
Is that photo in a backyard?
Oh, look, there's high school. No, that's our old practice fields.
Okay.
Over there at LSU.
Look at you, man.
Yeah, dude, that was high school right there.
Oh,
look at
good
that.
volume.
Look at my neck just disappearing into that neck roll.
Oh, is that Greater Atlanta
Yeah,
Christian?
JCS, yeah.
yeah, of course, in Norcross.
Yeah, how the fuck do you know about JCS?
That's where you went there?
Yeah.
all 4 years.
Yeah, I went there since
Oh.
second grade.
like
Or fifth grade.
Davis Mills went there.
Yeah. That actually, Davis Mills married one of my best friend's little sisters.
Yeah, and there we go.
Yeah.
And there we go. A lot of stars came out of that school.
Yeah, who else? Who else, Kyle?
You tell me. Camara.
Malcolm Brogdon
Oh, okay.
played basketball with my little brother. There's another guy that's on the Pacers that apparently went there that I didn't know about. But
I love that this is Nick in
Hey.
Sporting, and then right next to LSU.
Look at that,
hell yeah,
man.
There
dude.
you go.
I'm on your first O.
This is-
That's powerful. I made your first. I'm on your first Google O.
Let's go. I mean, I'm just glad that none of the DWI stuff pops up anymore. Did you
Oh.
just search
Yeah.
T-Bob Abear?
Yeah.
Welcome
Let's
to the
go.
home team.
Let's go, dude. We made it.
Hey. Is that it? Is that right
dude.
before?
No, dude. In 2019, I was living a truly evolved lifestyle where I rejected societal norms
Mhm.
and I grew out my hair disgustingly long to where I had a man bun, grew out my beard, but the mustache never connected until it was down to my chest. Weighed about 310. Just looking.
Oh my God!
fat as
It
fuck.
looks like, it's like you're
That was,
being a
that was
Kevin
not,
James.
well, that was not my real hair. I was dressed up. I was
Kevin
Silent
Smith.
Bob that day.
Oh, okay. That's what I was just going to say.
yeah.
You look a lot like Silent
I was
Bob.
Silent Bob that day. That Hooters girl picture, that's probably close to the worst right there. Yeah. It's a pretty fat time.
Yeah, you're just doing a lot of
she's-
everything. A lot of beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's in no Hooters apparel. Why did you say Hooters, girl?
That's Asia, our pigskin princess.
Ah,
and she used to come in and do pigs. And I actually lost to her, so I had to wear a full Hooters uniform, which was great.
You've lived quite a life.
All right. Yep. Baseball is back, I'd say. And there's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially at the last minute. Make it spontaneous, make it fun, make it special. And that's why we're talking about Game Time, the way to get the tickets so easily. I'm going to go to the Pirates at Cubs this Saturday. And you can too for less than an Uber, depending on the Uber. But I've done Ubers more than the price that I can get these tickets for, $65, by the way. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime, which is fun. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it even easier to find the great deals on the seats you want. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. So many options. The perfect time of year for events. I might do Chris Stapleton in a couple weeks for only $140.
What a deal.
That seems like somebody a respected man would go see. So I might do that. I was looking at those tickets. Yeah, for sure doing that now that I think about it. And you can put those savings from Game Time back in your pocket and spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, a new hat, or some good old-fashioned Cracker Jack, which is not plural, despite what you might think. So what are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those Cubs and Chris Stapleton tickets now. Well, I did already, but I'll buy another one and sell it with Game Time Picks. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code UNTOLD for $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app today. Use code UNTOLD for $20 off your first purchase. What time is it? Game time. A new Untold Story is sponsored by Roe. Roe Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for stronger, harder erections. Come on. And I'm guessing bigger if they're stronger and harder. I'm not going to guarantee bigger right now, but that could be on the table, which is lovely. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue, and getting hard faster means having more sex, harder sex. Not more difficult sex, but penally harder. And they dissolve. They work in 15 minutes on average. Roe Sparks can give you guys, it does say thicker. So yeah, I will say bigger, because thicker is bigger. Thicker, longer erections. So forget my debate earlier. They will give you bigger erections than you usually have, because they get fuller. Roe Sparks gives you the boost to last longer, so it's more fun for you both. Roe stays active in your system up to 36 hours, so you can go back to back to back, round after round, and be ready the morning after for some more play. And it says here, be ready for play with Roe Sparks. That's what it's going to give for you, that boost to play. With Roe Sparks, you can get the erection you've always wanted. Roe connects guys with medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation, even though I don't think it's awkward to want to use Roe. How to get it. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at ro.co/untold to find out if prescription Roe Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/untold for $15 off your first order.
The travels of a local radio man. I've been posted up in front of a Rouse's grocery store every Friday for 2 hours for the past few years, handing out gift cards and whatnot. But I made one of the most unique and best friendships in my entire life there. There's a guy there that parks carts, dude, John. And he's a few years younger than me. But
now, men that park carts professionally, typically that's like, they have that. That's the ceiling.
Well, he's a bit autistic, and he has one of the most interesting and cool quirks I've ever seen, where he only experiences pop culture 35 years before today's date. So for John,
wait.
What's today's date?
Today is June 10th.
June 11th.
Okay, so for John, it's June 11th, 1990.
Oh, he's about to go
And he
through a
will
really
not.
good time.
He will not watch any movies, listen to any music, or anything that has not come out by that date. Then, when a movie does come out in theaters, he'll watch it once, and he won't watch it again until the VHS release date. So he is deeply committed, and he can tell you the history of everything, dude.
I kind of like that.
That's a
It's
fun way to
incredible.
live life. What about sports? Is he watching sports?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't really fuck with sports. But like, if you give him like, there's a couple towns like Gonzales, Louisiana, some other towns like that, where like he can tell you, in 1987, this was this, and this was that, and this was this, and like just the whole histories. I miss John deeply.
Is he still around?
Cool dude, 90s. Yeah, I don't get to see him anymore. If you go to my Instagram, he's probably somewhere on there. Actually,
have you spoiled anything for him? Like, have you ever talked about 9/11?
Yeah, he's got
No,
something to look forward to.
if you ever mention anything that is before, okay, keep going down. It should be somewhere. I don't know if it's a post or story. Where would John be? Where's my guy? Or just go to his Instagram. But if you mention anything that isn't in his timeline, he just says that hasn't happened yet.
That's awesome.
And that's kind of the
That's
kind of the
awesome.
end of that.
That's a
All right,
good way.
look up total. Okay, underscore totally underscore 90s underscore guy.
Heavy on the
Underscore.
underscore. Starting with an
There he is,
underscore
there he
is
is, there
tough
he
for being found.
This man right here. John,
Oh, yeah.
John
John
says
Doucette.
this is my boy, dude. And see, so this is what he loves.
That's
no.
awesome.
Wait, so this is just a picture of a
90s
So
logo.
he loves old logos.
Oh, well,
like
okay.
time appropriate.
Wait, so he-
logos.
That's
likes-
not autistic.
he likes
That's not an autistic thing.
he likes logos in like
There's a
town
crew.
history.
Look, this is a crew right here. Look at this style too. He has elite style. Always looking good.
That's
Look at those
your
red
guy.
glasses. That was Valentine's Day.
No, I think this guy's not autistic.
He's the fucking man, dude. I love John dearly. I miss him. And it's a weird because
tractor ass saying.
it's like I never got to
John dearly. I
Man
love
talking
John dearly,
tractors.
dude.
I never it's a weird thing though, because like when you have as many kids as I do, you don't tend to hang out
How
with
many kids do
anybody.
you have?
3.
Oh, that's
7,
not too
5,
many.
and 2. It's just they're all young though.
And that's a southern half child. Like that's a southern one.
But the thing is, you don't really hang out with people ever. So I've hung out with John more in my life than anybody
Yeah.
that is not my wife or kids for the last few years.
How was he at putting carts away? Was he decent?
He was a beast. He was a beast. Thankfully, though, he shifted up his shifts the last year to where he wasn't having to work when we would hang anymore. So we watched some great movies together. We watched Finding Susan, an old
This is
what was it? Madonna movie.
he has really good taste in
Look,
logos.
that's from Valentine's Day. That is the best fucking Valentine's Day fit on the internet right there.
Yeah, that's great. So he's
Layers.
in the
He's in 90s.
1980s.
He just hit the 90s.
Look at that.
We met in
35.
87,
He's 1990.
and now he's in 1990. And you can get an idea of what's about to come out.
Does that reflect his behavior other than just what he says out loud?
No, we do talk a lot about he has a fantasy world where
Oh, that's
he's just like
No.
built up a house all filled with like old lighting fixtures. Oh, he loves ceiling fans.
Okay.
Gotten very into ceiling fans, the Evergoes, the SMCs, the Hunters.
Logos,
Ceiling
fantasy
brands?
worlds.
Yeah. We got into Thomas for a while there. That was great.
Oh no.
He's the man. He's the man. He's one of the most sincerely just himself people that I've ever met.
What
And,
what else does he like doing crossword puzzles?
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, there's a ceiling
Yeah,
fan.
there's a ceiling fan right there.
Let's see which one that is.
What is that? Does it say Hunter? Yeah, it's a Hunter.
That's a hunter, yeah.
Hunter
Yeah,
fan,
thought
Hunter
so.
ceiling fan.
I'm a fan of the SMCs with the beard brackets myself.
Okay. I used to be an escalator guy.
There's actually a big ceiling fan YouTube community.
Oh, that's good.
You would be. I mean, I guess there's a community for everything on YouTube, but yeah, you can find people. They just hook them up and run them.
Well, no stunts like
No,
tying.
no,
No Darth Vader voice.
nope,
Just into the.
nope. Just plug it up and
Quite the machine.
and
Oh, that's
just
not-
watch them roll.
This is just a slideshow. They're not even spinning them.
No, yeah, it's a weak channel. It's a bullshit channel.
Kyle, if I like assigned you something mundane, do you think you could get into it?
Not at all. Like
fold out
Like I'm gonna
ladders.
be honest. Like a ceiling fan would do nothing for
They
me.
spin pretty fast.
That would be like that. There could be some joy in that, but I don't know.
You know what I like to do? look at one rotor of the fan and just try to stay focused on that one rotor.
I'll get myself sick.
There you go.
That's what you do when you're grounded.
Yeah, it's a great. Yeah, you couldn't flick the door stop.
Flick the boing to the to the
when you
watching
get bored
the
with
rotor.
flicking door stop, you go to rotor.
You ever try to throw a ball against the wall in your room when you were grounded?
yeah.
And you're like, no, this sucks.
Life before jerking off was this.
You just did handstands.
What do I do with this free time?
Pre-smartphone, pre-jerking off. You were tearing up the carpet.
Picking off pieces of carpet. Yeah. Oh,
doing
my
Dragon
God.
Ball Z moves?
Oh, I wouldn't do moves. I've talked about this. I only pretended like I was dead, and I would like lay. Like
You
I got
played
hit.
dead,
I
just-
played dead.
You were
Nice.
just
I played.
Krillin?
I played
to
Dragon Ball
yourself.
Z dead.
You were just Krillin every time.
I was Krillin every time. Every bone in my body is broken. Fuck yeah, dude. It's pretty good. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. I feel like if you parsed down Dragon Ball Z, you could get like an hour's worth of just grunts.
We actually,
90% of that show is grunts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that in the classic anime style. We got very into DBZ as a football team in college because they were released Dragon Ball Z Kai at the time.
It is the most. It crosses every racial line.
Yes,
Everybody loves Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
well, it's it's a deeply athletic process that Saiyans go through to train, where they have to break their bodies down and then they rebuild stronger.
Train
which
in
is
double
literally what muscles
gravity.
do, right? You
Yeah.
break your muscles down and the tissues build back bigger.
So you were inspired by Goku. I'm sure
Fuck yeah, bro.
the
That's what
cornerback's inspired
we
by
always
Piccolo.
called Cam Newton Final Form Frieza because he was just such a fucking
Yep.
beast.
Yeah.
Yep. Didn't Krillin manage to cut off the tip of his tail, right?
He did with the Destructo disc.
Destructo disc.
I think that was second form Frieza. That
Yeah.
might have been before Final Form, but
Yeah.
yes, he did.
That was Krillin's biggest win.
without a doubt. Well, fucking Android 18's pretty
Oh,
good.
she's bad.
But
But she
besides
was a
that,
robot woman. But yeah, she was bad. And the fact that he chose to be bald. The reveal that he
Yeah.
could just grow his hair.
yeah. Wait, so I actually don't know that I've ever known what that was actually about. So he was just
He was a
shaving
monk.
his head before.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but he had really good hair. This fake short man.
Whatever happened to Master Roshi?
He probably
That
got
horny
arrested
old
for
goat.
sex crimes.
Yeah,
He was so horny. I downloaded the Dragon Ball Z game, and the first mission is to get his like porno mags.
Yep.
I'm the strongest Saiyan in the world, and I have to go get his porno mags. Every Japanese show has a horny old man, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's kind of the right of an old man to be a bit lecherous,
Yeah.
right? You're on your way out. Now, you obviously don't want to cross any lines, but to ogle, you have nobody to improve, or to impress, like nobody you're really beholden to at that point.
Old men have such a long leash.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
As they should.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any bigger likability gap. Maybe this is just me, from old men to old women.
Oh, I love old women.
You love old women?
I've always had a very natural rapport with old women.
I'm uncomfortable around old women. I stare at the milky substance in the corner of their mouth.
When I
They get- Yeah,
They have
gotta
that
be
build. They have that
yours.
deep.
Yeah, I don't like
they have
that.
They have that goop buildup.
when I used to when I started radio, we go to Pelicans games, and I don't know why this is. The only people who would stop me at the games would be old women, to the point where my wife was like, "What? Like, what's the
What
deal
is going on
there?"
here?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. You know what it is though? Old women love dirty humor.
They love that, but they also love
Okay.
big boys.
They do love big boys
Yes.
too. That's true. That
Brandon Walker, a big boy in his own right, gets stopped by old women all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
They do like big boys. They hate small boys.
Do old women hate small boys?
I hate it when my grandma had her friends over.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Clown you?
No, that was my grandma. The rest did not like me.
My grandma would stretch out the same fucking Kleenex for like 2.5 years. She would hand it to me, put it back in her purse,
Yeah, depression, man.
and she would fill up the bathtub this much too. Ugh.
Did y'all ever in West
Yeah.
Virginia? Did y'all ever did you warm your beds with like heating
come on.
bladders?
Oh yeah,
my
actually
father-in-law
yes.
growing up, that's what he
actually
used to
yes.
do.
God damn it, I did. They were fun. I would smack them. They were fun to smack. But yeah, they've got
Wait,
cold. They were like a rubber pouch that you filled with hot water.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have seen that.
You put the kettle on, and
It was like a big thing. I felt like in like old like Looney Tunes and stuff growing up.
yeah,
But
it was always dripping.
Yeah, I never had one. I was never in a place cold enough though, so I never really had any reference for it.
It's like a bladder.
But so, your house is heated, but you heat up the
Yeah,
your
but I
covers?
remember if it was like in the middle of winter, like my house was above the garage, so it was hard to get warm. My room, I'm sorry, was above the garage. So I had, it was that color pink.
Ooh, above the garage room. Hell yeah. Just
Yeah.
do whatever you want in there.
Well, no, it was still, the garage was still connected to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wasn't as cool.
So you just put that in your bed.
They were the most fun things to smack.
But those were all over cartoons and pop culture, I feel like, when I was growing up.
A lot of my humor comes from like Looney Tunes kind of stuff. I love like the dripping bladder. I love the, I always bring up the boys being lifted up by scent and going to a windowsill.
Oh, it's the best.
Nothing funnier.
It's a classic.
Nothing funnier.
That's another John special. We watched some great Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny cartoons together in our day.
A lot of them would be today's day and age pretty problematic.
Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew is a full-blown rapist.
Yeah. Yeah. Skunk rapist.
What era is this? Like when they were doing that? What decade?
I mean, it was pretty recent.
They hit the ground running early and then kept it going. For
I
a
feel
while.
like Hanna-Barbera's heyday was, I'm pretty sure it was like the 60s.
But yeah.
And then, because that would have been like Flintstones, Jetsons, Looney Tunes, and you got like the old like Daffy Ducks from World War II, like making fun of Hitler and stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of Hitler and a lot of Looney Tunes.
And then I'm trying to think about what animation studio kind of moved in. Hanna-Barbera kind of stagnated a bit.
I was a big Claymation kid as well. I
Fuck
loved
yes.
Wallace and
Me
Gromit,
too.
and
Me and my dad were
Gumby,
big Wallace and
Mr.
Gromit.
Bill.
Chicken Run.
Chicken Run, that was Claymation. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
So those people made a new cartoon that my kids love called Shaun the Sheep. No
Oh,
talking, and it's great. If you really like stop motion animation, you should watch the Netflix Pinocchio,
Oh.
not the shitty Tom Hanks live action Pinocchio. There's Shaun the Sheep, great show. Shaun, a deeply English show.
I was obsessed with stop motion from like 3rd grade to
Now.
11th grade. I would try, like make. That's what I would do in my
Yes.
free time.
We talked about this. Me too. I would make claymation characters and just press record, then stop, record,
Move
then
it,
stop,
move it.
blow them up with fireworks. You know.
Oh yeah.
Bro, look up a little clip of the it's made by Guillermo del Toro, the Pinocchio on Netflix.
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
the trailer for that.
It's the smoothest. It is the smoothest.
Do you want it to be smooth? I like that. That's a
No,
little,
that's what I mean.
yeah.
No, but like, no. It is, I'm talking about like the.
This is James and the Giant Peachy. Who did James and the Giant Peach? Was it somebody notable?
The
Roald
Allman
Dahl.
Brothers.
Well, no. The who?
The Allman Brothers.
No, that was their album cover.
Oh yeah. Roald Dahl was the original, but who'd like direct?
I don't remember. I loved that movie. As
It
a
was
kid.
Me too.
I loved. I thought the Centipede was the coolest dude, living or dead. The Centipede from.
He was
Okay.
cool. You know who else I thought was really cool was the cat in Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, I didn't
That
like
smoked,
the cat.
That smoked hookah.
I thought that was the
No,
caterpillar.
that's the caterpillar.
Oh,
The big
Yeah.
fat caterpillar was,
It was.
chiefing.
Or like blowing it in Alice's face and shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Blowing smoke
maybe I did
rings.
That was like my first. That was my first cool idol. Was the Centipede?
Henry Selick?
No.
The Centipede.
Yeah, he's cool. The Centipede from James and the Giant Peach. Because I think he liked like jazz.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Nothing
Yeah.
cooler than somebody who
Naturally.
sincerely loves jazz.
They got
A lot of fakers. A lot of fakers. Were you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being serious. like somebody. Well, I mean, I like to listen to jazz casually, but I don't like no jazz.
I couldn't like hear a song and be like, "That's got to be."
no.
Yeah.
Besides
impressive.
maybe a few of the big ones.
Is jazz bigger? Blues has got to be bigger where you're from.
I think I would be more jazz. Blues is more like Mississippi Delta.
Really?
I believe. Yeah. I think jazz
The
is more New Orleans.
Crossroads.
Jazz is a lot of Chicago though as well. I think.
Yeah.
We do, yeah. It's quite the scene.
Quite the scene. Kingston
Actually,
Mines.
have you all seen Sinners?
Yeah.
No.
I saw it.
Not yet.
So fucking good.
It's
dude.
cool.
Some cool little Chicago ties there as well.
Yeah. it's a
Two
fun
Michael
one.
B's, man.
And he
Both-
is
both
so hot in that movie,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
so
both hot.
fucking hot.
He's hot in two different styles.
It's so crazy.
true.
I want to
He's
get
good,
double
yeah.
teamed by him.
It's
Love
bad luck
Michael
to be
B.
Michael
Sandwich.
Jordan and then be famous like that. I would think I would change my first name before being Michael B.
But how about he made it? You know what I'm saying?
He
He,
did make it-
overcame the
Yeah.
impossible odds of being a famous
But
Michael Jordan.
think about how big he could be if he wasn't Michael Jordan.
I've never
I think
considered
the
this.
B
He's-
kind of helps.
the B helps big time.
but it
B's
does
crucial.
also slot him as the
Second
B
tier.
team. Yeah, the B
Yeah.
team's Michael Jordan.
But it rolls off the tongue. It couldn't be any other letter, I don't think.
Look at old Smoke and Stack. Those are great twin names too. Smoke and Stack. The Smokestack twins.
Yeah, it was a fun one. It was like funny. It's a good. It's like the best. I would say like a Hollywood like big time movie can be.
Like an original.
Like it's not like
Yes,
it's not like
yes.
Parasite where you're like your mind's blown.
Yes.
but it's like just a really good fun.
I thought
movie.
Parasite was just decent.
That's crazy. I thought that shit.
No, Parasite was awesome. I thought, but I agree.
yeah,
I was
you're right,
saying
I'm
the
wrong.
same thing. Yeah, fuck you, Nick.
Yeah.
I was saying the same thing that like it's you can think about it. And it does give a lot of value. It makes you think. It's fun, but it's also it's just fun. It's like surface level.
That's what
Eat
I
some
want in my
popcorn,
movies.
have some
I just
fun.
want fun. I want pure fun. I don't care if the acting takes a hit. I don't care if the direction of the I just want fun.
It's fun. It's like I put that. I've said it before, but that is like I put that in the flick category.
Okay.
It's a great. It's like the best of flick can be. You go to theaters, you have fun. You're not
Okay.
gonna like sweat thinking about it.
I like flicks. I don't like films.
Armageddon flick. Get
Big
out,
flick.
Flick.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. That recent
Oh, it
Dungeons
was
and Dragons
awesome.
was fucking awesome.
Kong
dude.
Skull Island is the best movie ever made.
Flick.
Big flick.
Big
You're saying
flick.
this is the best movie?
It's if what I want in my movies is a blast.
Is this the Adrian Brody one?
This is the one where the guy you think he's going to kill a monster with a grenade, and you have to watch it. It's a classic.
That
Yeah,
death
it's the best
scene
death
is
scene
all
I've ever seen in a
time.
movie.
That death scene's all time, up there with the Titanic propeller death.
This is
the guy that falls off and then gets hit by it, or the one that
propeller.
gets sucked in.
This is Tom
Propeller
Hiddleston.
one where he falls and then
Yeah. And he's like ragdolls.
Yeah.
With the Kong Skull Island one, he speaking of flick, just
Gets tossed
he
by a
gets
fucking
tossed
beast.
and then just and then just explodes on the
Yeah,
wall.
we can't show it. It's so fucking. It's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
This
sick.
guy's about to save his crew with 2 grenades and just gets picked up and thrown.
Yeah. Did
Amazing.
you guys like the or like good bad? Remember the Matthew Broderick Godzilla?
That was one of the first movies I saw in the drive-in.
I've never
Such
been to a drive-in, dude.
such
No
a bad
way, man.
movie, but good.
Oh, drive-ins rock.
Oh, especially in the 50s.
Well, I don't know. How old are you?
In the 50s, that had to have been like the Sphere times 10 to be able to like drive your car and watch a big movie.
Well, they're giant cars.
Imagine
and-
watching Ben-Hur in the
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah.
Seeing a quarter of a boob.
Fingering the thickest bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, you're hacking away through that thing like you're going to.
my God.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
That was the torpedo boob era.
yeah, that's when they were. It was a weird. Yeah, it was something in the water.
Pyramids. Yeah, I remember being a little kid and seeing that for the first time and just being like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know that ain't what they're shaped like.
Well, I mean,
They're not
maybe it was a
polygons.
function
Not
of the
bad.
bras at the time.
Right.
Bras shaped
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it was like they had the best cinema experience, but then they had to go home to what? Jello carrot casserole.
Yup.
It's always the Jello molds.
And then get drafted to any war coming up.
Yeah, fuck, a lot of those.
Yeah. That would suck.
A lot of those. The old military industrial complex won in the end.
Always does,
Motherfucker
man.
did.
It always does. Yeah, you're right, Kyle. They do have good drive-ins, but then you have to go.
The fifth.
You have to go learn how to parachute at 18.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm in France.
I mean, think about that though, right? Before, like, what maybe you'd seen a picture of Europe in a magazine or something.
Yeah.
And then they have the World War II Museum in New Orleans is one of the best museums in the world. Like, that's not opinion. That's a fact.
Okay.
And I remember they would voice these journal entries. And this one kid, he's 17 years old, jumps out the plane, fucking gets separated from the group, loses his gun, and he's talking.
Oh, this
about
guy was a shitty troop.
landing in the,
This guy did everything wrong.
he just lands alone in the middle of a French field with just a knife. And it's like, good luck.
Yeah. And what happened to him?
He survived. He survived. He found his way back to he ended up meeting up.
And he's probably reprimanded pretty heavily.
I mean, who knows? That museum's awesome though, right there. And you should have gone.
I
when
would
you were
like to
in-
check that out.
Yeah, I
for the
would.
Super Bowl.
Kyle, we've been here.
Did y'all go for the Super Bowl?
No, we've been here, Kyle.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, we filmed at the airplane.
No.
That was in Arizona.
Not
Nope.
even close.
Nope, never,
We-
never seen
We were
that place
thinking
in my
of
life.
Tucson, Arizona.
We were thinking of Tucson, Arizona, the plane
almost
graveyard.
Pretty different.
No,
Tucson,
that
Arizona.
mistake. Yeah, New Orleans and Tucson.
Fair.
Yeah.
They had planes.
Are you into nonfiction? Because you have a lot of like fantasy and fiction
Yeah.
interests.
I read one. I tend to read like one like trash book and then one like
That's exactly what I
history
do.
book.
That's exactly
and
what I
bounce
do.
back and forth. Yeah.
I'm on the Ulysses S. Grant 9,000 page biography right now, just so I can
love
read some
biographies,
slop.
dude.
Just so I can read some slop afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, this is good and interesting, but like then I'm going to read a book about like a teen boy that can crumple people with his mind, and it's like this is better than Ulysses S. Grant.
right now I'm reading about Chicago and the founding of the city. and it's come with a lot of very, very interesting tidbits that I did not know. Like, did y'all know that trains are what established standard time here in the U.S.? So trains literally changed how humans interact with the concept of time. Because before then, noon in St. Louis might be like 11:50 here or like 12:10 somewhere else, because it was all just based on the sun.
The day of 2 noons.
Interesting.
But then all of a sudden trains come along and you can like reliably get to a place in X amount of time. And so it was fucking everything up because nobody knew how to
that's
communicate.
very
That
cool.
makes sense.
And then so in like the 1870s, I think, trains started adopting standard time, and then the government did in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. Shout out trains. Dude, trains, man. Trains.
You would think.
Trains. The internet of its time. Think about how connected
I just
trains
don't
are.
I
have
think
the train gene.
trains are trains are my number one form of transportation. I think it lulls me to sleep. It relaxes me. I think better. I think trains are perfect.
Riding them, yeah. But like then you
What,
get
conducting?
to, there's levels to loving trains.
Most train conductors, they see a ton of suicides. They have to go to therapy a lot. There's a lot of people.
I heard, very traumatic profession.
Yeah, you're hitting a lot because you see people when it's too late.
Do they still have conductors in like the front of the train?
Yeah, and I think they're still wearing the stripes.
Did you have to try to like jock mask, like hide your interests to try to be more of a jock?
I guess I said I wasn't always
Were
like
you playing
super
World of
big.
Warcraft at the same time you're playing LSU football?
Oh yeah, absolutely. With some of the boys too.
No kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I told you I played through all of Burning Crusade 1 to 70 solo. Which is so fucking dumb. I never ran a single dungeon. I don't know why. Or how.
Solos. What was your class?
Hunter, which
Okay,
was
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, were you Blood Elf?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Which-
hottest and.
But I always
Wait, you
felt a
wanted
bit-
to be Legolas.
I felt it. Well, no, I'm Gimli and Sam Gamgee. Those are mine. But
Those are your two
but but Blood Elf was like the new race at the time.
Yeah.
And I just started the game. I was like, oh, this is cool. But then I was always ostracized by my Blood Elf peers. You would ask a guard for directions to the hunter trainer, and they were very magic based. So
Yes.
they'd always like, oh, that backwards motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's over there.
Mhm. I get it.
Or are you speaking in metaphor about your real peers, or this is actually
No, like
these were the guards.
the guards in what was the city?
I
Kel'Thuzad,
was
maybe?
never a Blood Elf.
But yeah, the guards in the city would like be just assholes giving you directions to the hunter trainer. I wasn't a mage like they would have preferred.
I was a gnome rogue. Squeener. Shout out Squeener.
The
first day I got my flying mount, I wanted to scream it from the rooftops.
bro,
man.
I've never gotten a flying mount.
No way.
in my life.
Oh
I never
man.
got one either. When Nick,
You know too.
Nick got me into it. Yeah.
The new World of Warcraft is shame on people that play that, because I remember grinding to level 10 took months. And now you can get to, my buddy's playing the new one, you get to level 50 in like 2 months.
Yeah, bro, it's all retail's crazy. Retail just introduced like 1-button rotations where you literally just press one button and it automatically does your rotations for you.
Kyle played WoW
This
with us
sounds
for a little
fun.
bit.
Yeah,
Orc Warrior.
I'm just like sadly, I'm just like a Manchester by the Sea guy. Like that's
just like
my
burn your kids.
That's my interest. Not burning my kids, but that's like my media interests.
That's really.
It's very
Yeah.
dour.
I like things about things that can happen.
Yeah.
I like to see a man just plateau as a depressed person.
Are you jealous of us being able to escape, or do you pity us?
I am jealous, deeply jealous.
Wow.
Because I like things that could happen. That could happen to me.
Are blood elves racist?
Yeah, I mean, well, yes.
Think this would be
They're a
fun.
very pretty race.
Absolutely,
and they look
very
down
racist.
upon. They, I don't think they like being in the Horde, because the Horde has some unsightly
Yeah.
trolls
That's not
and
totally
orcs.
true though, Kyle.
I want to see men sad.
You invented a state.
But everything
But
in
it's-
that
it's-
state is
There's no magic,
realistic.
The most
in a di-
famous
I guess in a
people are
different
wrestlers.
and you have floating shoes.
I added
You
that
made
for
a
effect.
fantasy
Added that for effect. It's a real everything is realistic.
Kyle made this state of New Platson up here. He's been working on it since you were how old?
About 10.
So wait, this is actually, I'm going to say that this checks out with what Kyle just told us, because most people would make like a Tolkien-esque Middle Earth fantasy map,
Right.
And you just drove you just drew a straight up a town, like
These
a
are
state.
metro areas with suburban
Yeah.
sprawl. I get really into like the school districts and
You're like Walt.
yes,
Disney. He was always thinking about the city of tomorrow. I mean, that's what Epcot was originally supposed to be.
His dad inspired him
more
for
of a theme
Disneyland.
park.
His dad was building the Chicago World's Fair. Was one of the constructors.
No way.
Oh, that's cool.
Devil
I'm
in the
into
White
that.
City. Recommend the book.
I never finished it, but you know what stuck with me from that book? I don't know if you can somehow find this. The meal that all the rich architects had.
Oh yeah.
It was like 18 courses.
It was like 5 pages of the book of describing their meal, and
It had a cigarette break built in.
There were
It had
multiple
a cigar break
steaks.
built in. Yes,
Yeah.
and they're all walking around with gout. Like, how could this happen?
why does my foot hurt after these 9 steaks?
This may be a dumb question, but Devil in the White City is it fiction or is
It's
it
real.
Everything it's real about.
So it's about the building of the World's Fair. At the same time, there was a very prolific serial killer.
right,
H.H. Holmes.
That's right.
but it's not
Oh,
historical
yeah.
fiction. It's like everything.
No,
in
yeah,
this.
it's real. I've heard some people.
they've exaggerated a bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd imagine.
but he built a murder hotel with secret rooms. He fired all. Then he fire architects and then hire other ones.
But he wouldn't. Yeah, so everybody would build a small thing because he had a full-fledged kiln in the basement that could burn bone.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Bad guy.
Watch out, Femur. You're
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, I want to check that one out.
It's a cool one because you find out all the things that were the World's Fair.
And what era was this? What decade?
This was 1890.
Oh, is this
Yeah.
the meal? Fuck yeah.
Architects were like the rock stars of the time.
Which is very reflective. If someone new to Chicago, you can feel that.
Oh, yeah.
Because the architecture here is varied and astounding.
It's cool.
Oh, it's the architecturally prettiest city in America. I like San Francisco as well, but I think those two are 1 and 2.
I took the architecture tour here, and they were saying
Orleans.
things like, I always thought buildings were built for function over form. But here, there is no there's no function
Grand.
whatsoever. We drove past one, and they were like, this one, it's like the halls are crowded, but the rooms are all shaped like pizza slices. Like, okay, that sucks. And then there's one, it's the corncob building. And then there's one that just looks like a champagne bottle.
Yeah. I mean,
When did we lose that though?
I know.
Because
I
that's
know.
what, that's
Now
what
it's
bums
just-
me
oh,
out.
now
Because
it's
now it's
horrible.
just, it's brutalist.
Sleek.
Dude,
Brutalist or glass?
It's
ultra
depressing
sterile.
when you learn about the history of New York and the style of architecture. What is it? It's not Gotham, but
Gothic?
Gothic?
no, it's like the Rockefeller building with
It's Art Deco.
Oh,
Art
yeah,
Deco.
yeah.
Like the old-
it is Gotham. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Gotham is Art Deco in a lot of
the
its
old
representation.
Penn Station
Oh, yeah.
train station was incredible.
Yeah.
And then the person that preserved the few that are left was actually Jackie Kennedy.
No
She
kidding.
stepped in and she's like, "This sucks. It's crazy now."
Jackie O.
And then, but it sucks now when you go into Penn Station. It's just like
But I
this
bet you they were
concrete
saying that. I don't know.
sucks.
No, everything used to be so grand. I can't tell you the last grand thing that's been made. There are cool things.
I think we have a new biggest statue in the world, if I'm not mistaken. There's a giant monk somewhere.
Is it in Mongolia?
No, it's in India. The
Mongolia
There
has
it
a-
is.
Mongolia.
The
The
statue.
Mongolia
There
one
it is.
looks bigger than it is, but that one's the
Oh.
coolest.
Isn't our Crazy Horse one going to be big?
Yeah,
They've been working on that forever.
Yeah, the Crazy Horse one looks cool. We need more of that, like the Colossus of Rhodes.
Fuck
Yeah.
yes, dude. I think
Yes.
we need more.
Dude,
I'm into
what,
that.
what are the two in Lord of the Rings that are guarding that they row through?
oh my
the
god, I should know
waterfall,
this.
I always
no, they row
forget.
through the two of them.
Yeah.
It's near the waterfall.
Did they make him crooked?
He looks a little crooked.
Oh, no, you can't erase that.
No, you got to find another mountain.
What movie does that remind you of?
This one?
Yeah.
This reminds me of Neverending Story.
It reminds me of Richie Rich
Oh.
with Macaulay Culkin.
No, that reminds me of the Rock Eaters, I think, from Neverending Story.
Oh yeah.
Or is that Labyrinth? No, it's Rock Eaters.
I'm not entirely sure. I just remember Richie Rich. They had like a laser gun.
Yeah.
That they were zapping
Rock Biters.
the mountain away.
I've never seen Richie Rich.
Yeah, we just need more.
I've never
metal
seen
stuff.
one thing you've mentioned today. I'm letting you guys.
Yeah, there it is, dude. Richie was so wealthy that his parents were like, let's just fucking carve our family into a mountain.
How rich was Richie Rich?
Rich enough to have a McDonald's in his basement. I always wanted to build a replica Waffle House kitchen in my basement if I got rich.
I've never been to a Waffle House.
Jesus.
You
Bacon,
would. You
Texas.
wouldn't make it out.
No, God, no. They would see me and lick their lips, dude. I would be dead.
You'd be used as a weapon.
Oh my, yeah. Here comes Femur.
I wanted Dexter's Laboratory.
Really? I think that's too much of an issue. I wanted Hey Arnold's room, but then I'd be like, it would be so hot. The greenhouse effect. I'd be so hot.
Too hot. too hot.
It would. Yeah, I mean,
Hey
the windows
Arnold's
are unrealistic.
Yeah, you can't live in Hey Arnold's room.
You would. Yeah, no. You're smart pointing out that having a Dexter's laboratory in our basement was unrealistic.
The epitome, the epitome of coolness though was Murphy bed, a bed that just comes down from the wall.
Yeah.
Didn't Arnold's whole room, like at a button press, transform and get
He could lift up the
really
bed to
cool?
a couch,
Okay.
which is really good for like a poor orphan that lives in a boarding house.
He
And one of those, never mind. One of those immigrants in the house is going to get him. one of those like
He's
Yugoslavian
gonna
single
sneak up and
dudes.
diddle-
He's
diddle
going to. There's a boy upstairs.
Arnold canonically has
come
been.
here, football head.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
like
football head, come here. Let me see.
yeah, like there's a Yugoslavian refugee that was waiting in the darkness.
I always think my favorite cartoon growing up, I was a massive Rugrats fan.
Oh, me too.
And I revisited Rugrats recently.
I could talk Rugrats.
And the amount of adult kind of innuendo and humor in Rugrats really holds up well.
I always thought I was a Phil, but I'm a
You're a Stu.
I'm not a Stu. I'm a Finster.
Finster, yeah.
And I thought maybe one day, I hated that.
Yeah,
the big
fucking
baby.
scary big baby, dude.
I've looked for everywhere online. I search probably once a month for the shirt that baby wore. It's a blue shirt and in pink it just says big boy. I want the shirt so bad. I want the shirt.
Credit. I feel like
Forgot about him.
It's got
I feel like you have an ecosystem here that could make that happen.
That could be made.
Yeah, I think we have the tech.
Modern hand.
But I want it cropped. I think that might have to be my Halloween costume.
That'd be sweet.
He was the gummiest baby, and I always wanted to golf at the golf course with the big ice cream scoops, the mini golf course.
Oh yeah, that was a great episode. Pirates was a great episode.
It was pretty sad too.
When they get locked in the toy store.
Yes, the movie was sad.
So I didn't know that Chucky's mom is dead.
Yes, she is.
And there's been an Instagram post going viral recently that will bring a tear to a glass eye, and it's all just super cuts of like Chucky talking about his mom and his mom talking to him. And I'm like, well, no fucking wonder his dad was so neurotic.
And the thing is,
He's
the dad,
trauma.
it's so based in truth because his dorky glasses wearing loser dad lost his wife. He's like, where do I get a woman? He goes straight to Asia.
Oh, no, he does.
in the movie?
Yes, and he gets an Asian wife.
No way. I did not.
He goes and gets and then Kimmy becomes Chucky's stepsister. No, not Kimmy. Who? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was Kimmy.
my God.
Yeah. So his dad's just like, all right, Asian time. Yeah. What was that? Was his wife?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Watanabe
That's- yeah, that's
Finster.
nonfiction, yeah.
Kira Watanabe Finster.
What's the
I've been eating with chopsticks
No kidding.
as a dietary tactic.
To slow down your
I
eating.
gorge too fast.
I do too.
I'm too nice with the fork, and it's really hurting me. I feel it disgusting.
I am the same way, and I might have to do that because I'm in and out of a restaurant in under an hour every time.
Yeah, no, yeah, my meals are just pure eating.
Yes, and I feel like shit afterwards.
Yep.
So chopsticks
I'm on
is a
the
slowing
chopsticks.
tactic?
Yeah, I'm eating eggs with chopsticks.
I might have to start doing that because I eat too quickly and don't chew enough, and I'll get food like stuck in my chest.
Yep.
You eat too quickly.
Yeah.
2 sandwiches per meal.
Yeah.
How many sandwiches?
You're the biggest sandwich. You're a sandwich and nacho guy.
We're not saying you're a fat guy.
No, you're a
I know,
sandwich guy.
I know.
You're a sandwich guy.
I will spread them out.
Like this,
Like
a chain
where,
of
on the
islands.
table?
The sandwich islands.
I go archipelago.
He's got the sandwich
Rudy
islands.
remakes the Sandwich Islands.
Yeah. I go Philippine style.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spread out the islands.
man. I don't know. I need to give me an Asian wife.
It's the realest thing you ever say.
No, people would assume.
Or
Yeah.
No,
If-
Ken Jack's the most obvious Asian wife guy.
okay, so if we want to do a little cross pollination here, then if you wanted to do or reverse cuckolding, you could get your girlfriend an Asian man.
No, he would do tricks. He would be nuts. No, because we were talking about cuckolding.
She has her nest though.
We were talking about we were talking about cuckolding, and we were pitching the idea of a reverse cuckold of a dude that needs a confidence boost, and you bring in a guy that can't fuck very well, and you have to watch him poorly fuck your wife.
I think that should be I'm surprised it doesn't exist.
yeah, yeah, maybe it does. I think it's
Watch a
probably
guy
still
fail
cuckolding.
miserably with your wife,
Yeah.
and she's
Kind of like a-
disgusted.
Out of the
variant
way.
of-
Let me show you how to
A
do it.
variant of like Good Luck Chuck.
Let me show you how to fuck my wife.
Yeah.
But then I think we arrived at that cuckolding is I think it's an experience probably rooted in shame, and you want to feel
They need
a bit
that.
debased,
Yeah.
a bit shamed.
But I'm not a shame guy. I've had enough. Is it for guys that like don't experience shame very often, or they just are aroused by it?
I think it's rooted. Like I think something about their past traumas and shame turn them on and make them feel something.
yeah.
Oh.
Because I mean, think about it. You hear
Yeah,
all
Kyle?
these. You,
Yeah? That's a really weird perfect
I'm
answer.
not a shame guy. I'm a power guy.
Yeah, what's that mean?
I want to be
that's what a shame guy
in
says.
my head. Yeah, I'd get off from megalomania, but I haven't tried it yet.
Everybody in New Platson belongs to me.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I use it as an outlet. Like
You're not
I'm
leaving.
the man there.
You're the king of New Platson.
You get to fuck Kyle Bauer. You have
Yeah.
the pleasure.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it'd be like Kim Jong, like in North Korea, right? Like he could do that. Your New Platson is his North Korea.
Yeah. Only I get on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
T-Bob, thank you for making the hour go by very fast.
Thanks, guys. This was
Sometimes
very
like pulling
fun.
teeth.
You're the man.
We really appreciate you. We're glad you're here. It's an honor to be working with you, man.
Hell yeah, thank you. Likewise, I've been a parasocial admirer from afar, so it's nice to sit in here and chop it up, boys.
We're gonna do some.
We're going to do
video
some
games
WoW
out of
stuff
that.
together,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
got to get some. I want to get some WoW role playing going.
Yeah.
we got to find the hook. I don't know if I want to play hardcore.
You guys tell me. We did the
I
WoW
think we gotta
role-playing
get
for
to-
a while, and Nick was the leader.
I abandoned the role playing too quick because I was the worst at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hank was the only one that stuck with the voice.
Yeah. Oh no, Enrique.
Enrique did.
Enrique did too.
That's it.